What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are starting our day at our Orange County yard. The reason we are here is we have a pretty big snowstorm coming tonight, starting around midnight and then snowing through about 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. They're calling anywhere from 6 to 10 inches as of right now. So the reason we're here is we're just making sure everything is plugged in. We're checking dipsticks, checking plow blades, just making sure everything is good and there's no last minute repairs we have to make. But one other thing I never recorded is this bucket here finally got a new cutting edge on it. This has been sitting here for a while since we had it sandblasted and repainted, and we never had the blade on there. So that's done, but I was just checking all of these trucks, making sure they're all plugged in. We have power over there running to each one of these, and all of the plow blades are good as well. I do have to check the dipsticks on these, which I'm gonna do in about 2 seconds. Kevin is inside checking all the trucks in there. We have a couple trucks over here. This one is a spare, which I'm gonna check, and then we have our old F450 here, which we don't use. We're kind of just storing this here for now, so I don't have to check anything on that. They're not going to use that no matter what. But this one is a backup truck, so I will check this, and then after I'm done with these, we got to run and check on our loaders over there, just make sure the loaders are plugged in as well. All right guys, all of these trucks inside here are good. Thankfully this plow blade is lasting a bit longer, but after this storm this truck might need a new plow blade. But we re-drilled this to standard highway punch, so we have no issue swapping the blades on this now. But time to shut the lights off, lock the door, and head down to our main shop. All right guys, so we are down at our main shop now. Kevin just plugged in all of our trucks here. He's working his way down the line with the bigger trucks over there. But this truck, which we just moved here last week, had a dead battery, but we do have a battery disconnect on here, and it seems like somebody left it on, and there was probably a light on or something as well, and this truck was dead. But this is a perfect example of why we go through all of our trucks before the storm, because imagine we showed up at midnight or whenever we come in and the truck was dead. We'd be dealing with it right before the snow came, or even while it's snowing, trying to get it up and running. And I even put it on crank assist and it had no juice at all, so it has to sit in charge at least for a little bit. But we're just walking down the line now. Kevin's got all of these plugged in already, so we should be good to go. That one has a cord. This one, I don't even know if this has a block. I think it does. I think we need to get one more cord here somewhere. It should be right here. So we got to get one more cord for this. This truck is a spare though, so it's not that big of a deal, but obviously we don't want to run into an issue where we need it and it won't start. So this is why we go through and do this the day before the storm, just to make sure we have no issues when we come in and it's actually time to plow. All right, so this truck is all good. For some reason the battery was dead, but the disconnect was not shut off, and I'm assuming a light was on or something. But we got it started and running, and now we have the disconnect off. It's all plugged in, so we should be good to go. I'm not sure exactly what happened with that. It would be very interesting if we show up in the morning and there's no power on that truck. That means something with the disconnect is wrong. But I just got some coolant right here in the back of my truck. I have to run this down to the mall. Rodrigo, come on, if I can get it in my truck. There we go. Rodrigo is waiting on us. He needs some of that. That is for our wheel loaders that we have there. So let me hop in the truck, we'll head down there and see how much he needs. All right, so we're down at the mall now. We have our 908 here. Over here we have a old Hyundai loader and a Case backhoe. Those two are spares, so they kind of just sit there. Hopefully we won't need them. Over here we have a Volvo with a push box on it. If you've seen any of the videos where we're moving equipment out of here, this is the machine I was running. And then out here in the front, we have, I believe, 6 loaders here. We have a 950G. We have a Komatsu WA320. This 950 was a little low on coolant. They added some to that. And then this 938G here was also a little bit low. They added to that. So I grabbed a case of it, which is like 6 gallons. So we have a bunch of extra that we're bringing back to the shop. We have a 950F here. We have a 930G here. And then down at the end, we have an IT28G. So all of these machines are going to be being run inside. We have a couple spares in case something goes wrong with one of these, but that's why we come here today and just check everything to make sure that we don't have any obvious issues, stuff that we could take care of before the snow is here and not have an issue during the storm. So hopefully all of these will run fine. I'm sure they will. We usually have no issues at all with these. And then all the trucks, we did the same thing. We plugged them in, made sure everything was good. So the one Chevy with the battery issue is really the only thing that we are concerned about. And since we got it running and we now know that the disconnect is off, we really shouldn't have any issues with that. But they're calling for anywhere from 6 to 8 inches, or 6 to 10 inches. And it's starting around 2 a.m. where me and Rodrigo work, and midnight where Kevin works. So he's gonna be in at midnight. Me and Rodrigo are gonna be in at 2 a.m. The guys here at the mall are gonna be in for 3 a.m. So everybody's working today. The guys at the mall are only activated on bigger storms. There's I think it's like a 2-inch or 3-inch activation clause in the contract where they don't work on smaller events, and the guys that we're subbed out through take care of everything on small events. But this is a big one, so we're all definitely going to be working today, and hopefully the snow will come quick. It'll dump all of it, and then it'll get out of here quick as well. The storms that linger and barely give you any more snow are more annoying than anything, and these bigger ones are actually more enjoyable because you actually have something to do the whole time, and usually they clear out pretty quick at the end. So hopefully that happens. But I think that is going to wrap it up for this one, because we are coming in early. We're getting out early today. That way we can hopefully get some rest before we have to work. But that's going to wrap it up. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.